Welcome back to another one, man. Okay, the Formuler Z10 Pro Max. This is crazy. I always try to leave you guys the latest and greatest deals, so make sure you guys do check out the description below. That way you guys could get one of these guys, the Z10 Pro Max. So pretty good device. Now, if you guys are interested in an open box, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. And my information's always in the description below also. So one more thing too is I do have a very good VPN. Make sure you guys do check out the description below. I do have a VPN that has been the easiest that I've ever had to play with. So let's come over here, and this thing says 32 gigs, 4 gigs of RAM, DDR4. So it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Z10 Pro, this is the new, this is their newest one. So let's go ahead and open this guy up, and we're going to look at the specs towards the end of the video. So let's do a quick setup and see exactly what it is that we get here. So it's actually kind of cool how they did that. You have a little slip and it just slides out. That's kind of unique. The box is a little bit different. It's not like your standard Chinese packaging. It just looks a little bit different, but it does still look like that Chinese packaging. Some people care, some people don't. Here is the device itself. Pretty small. This guy is pretty small. I do like the design formula right there. That's pretty neat. Very cool. So it looks like there's going to be a light right there on the side. There is a USB right here on the side, and that's probably going to be 2.0. In the back, you do have a 3.0. You got a TF card slot. You got your IR receiver, Ethernet, HDMI, and power. So 2 HDMI ports, which is pretty good, but if you want to expand the storage, take advantage of that TF card slot. Now, of course, you do get some reading material right there, so we're going to leave that alone. If you open up the box, here is everything that's kind of, I guess it's just on the bottom. It's not thrown in there, but it's kind of like your standard packaging. So here we go. Here's the remote. It's got a little dedicated compartment, which is pretty nice. Now with the remote, I do like the remote. It does have, some people might think it might have a lot of buttons. I think it has the right amount of buttons. You got all your numbers. You got all the colors here. You got some shortcuts. The remote feels very comfortable. They do have a little lip right here, so that way you can hold it like this. This is where you're going to be functioning the majority of your stuff. Here's your volume. So a lot of good stuff here. There's your TV. You could probably program this to your TV right there. Your OK, your source, the volume for the TV itself. For the box, the volume is going to be all down here. Your guide, home, settings, and your reverse buttons or your backup button. So here's your play, pause, and record. So that's pretty nice. Now when it comes to your power brick here, it feels good. It doesn't feel premium, doesn't feel budget, feels like it's right in the middle. Here is going to be your IR receiver. I'm not going to use it, so I want to see how this works without it. But that is your IR receiver if you're across the room. And then you do get some batteries. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to use my own batteries. And then the last thing here that you get, which is pretty important, is the HDMI cable. Now, with this guy on the side, I like to read the things on the side here to see if what it says here. It does say high-speed HDMI cable. So pretty nice. Let's go ahead and plug this in and see exactly what happens. So here we go. I got all the power stuff plugged in. So let's go ahead and power this on now. And I'm going to put the HDMI cable in. So you do have a little light right there. It was red. Now it is white. Let's go ahead, go to the capture device and see exactly how this thing looks like. So there we go. It looks, launcher looks pretty cool. Actually, that's pretty neat how it does that. And then it shows the 3 little dots, and that's the same 3 dots right there. So it's a cool little thing here. So the language here, it shows multiple languages here for different types of English. So I'm going to choose the United States English. Select your Wi-Fi. So again, follow the on-screen instructions here. Now it does say select region, so I chose America and then or North America. Now it's asking me select region, so I'm guessing I'm going to look for Los Angeles. So it's showing everything here from North America. This is a long list. It's almost unnecessary on all this stuff. Use 24-hour format, sure. And then this is month, date, and year. or day, month, year, or year, month, date, whatever you're used to. I'm used to month, date, and year. And then hit complete. So the setup on this thing was super simple. Actually, that was extremely simple. So let's go ahead and hide my face here. On the top right-hand corner, you do have your time. I'm guessing there's going to be some updates that are going to be coming through. So the first thing I like to check out is software updates. Settings, here's my speed, 867 megabytes download speeds. Bluetooth, launcher settings, power settings, all that stuff. So I'm not going to go through all the details because that way you guys could mess with it a little bit. I'll go through some of it. So software update, what it does, it says if there's any kind of updates, this is where you're going to go. It doesn't look like there was anything. So version check. Oh, here we go. So I had to click it twice. So the first time you saw it put me in, then it kicked me out. I had to click it again. Now I'm back in. So if any kind of updates will happen, this is where you're going to find it. So let's go ahead and back out. Now, I did back out, and look at this. Software update. Now it's telling me there's 2 updates. So it looks like there's a big patch coming through. Yeah, there's going to be whatever the update is, it's going to be doing its thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it alone for now. Let it do whatever it needs to do. So let's go ahead and go to YouTube and check this out. Now it doesn't look like this remote is going to be voice. I don't see a voice option. I see favorites, I see groups. I see a couple options there, but I don't see voice, which is okay. I don't want this thing listening to me anyway. So let's go over here and do Beyond the Streams. Make sure you guys, if you guys haven't heard of our podcast, Next Level and I have this podcast called Beyond the Streams. Really, really good stuff. We talk a lot about a lot of tech related stuff, real life situation stuff. There's just a lot of stuff that we do talk about. So make sure you guys do check it out. So here we go. There is Beyond the Streams right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the channel. Now, the maneuvering over the words is actually pretty neat, pretty easy. There's nothing really like hard about it. Everything just goes through really, really good. So here we go. Got a couple interviews here with Buzz TV. We got 2 with Tanya from Fire TV Sticks. There's New Tech Evolution. We did this virtual dog collar, which was amazing. TD UK, another good one. This was a really, really good one with the Juggernaut. Check it out if you haven't. Okay, so check this out. The first thing I like to do is I like to check on more. I like to go to quality, and I like to see if it's going to pick, yeah, the max quality it's picking up is 4K. The next thing I like to do is I like to come here and then just kind of fast forward. I'm just going to go fast forward a lot and see what happens here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and click that one. So it says loading, instant. Look how clean that looks. That looks super nice. I miss talking to Juggernaut. We need to get Juggernaut back on here. It was a good time talking with him, and great interview. If you haven't, check out Beyond the Streams. There it is right there. So here we go. Let's go ahead and back all the way out. The market that has their own Google Play Store, similar stuff where they have their own specific apps. So from here, just pick whatever you want and you're pretty much good to go. Now, when you do come here, the nice thing about it is, that you do have some web browsers here towards the bottom. You'll see, like, just come down, scroll down. You'll find all kinds of stuff here. I'm going to go here to utilities, and I do like to get Downloader because that's one of my favorite web browsers to use. So it's really, really simple. Just download and you're done. Now, I am going to get that Downloader plugin also just in case. But look, they have like a speed test. You have your analytics. I wonder if they have IDA 64. If they do, that would be awesome. So I'm going to come up here to the top, click on this, and then type in IDA 64. If they do have it, I didn't register the I. So back up. IDA 64 doesn't look like they're going to have it. Rats. That's a really, really, really good app to have. So if Formuler is watching or listening. Now, the cool thing is when you do add the apps, they're going to be there. If you long hold OK, you should be able to move it wherever you want. So if I hit OK again, it should place it there. And then if I want to move a different one, I'm guessing I have to long hold again. I'm going to click it once. Oh, so it'll just drop it. Okay, so to get out of it, I do have to hit that back button right here. That'll get me out of that. So you do got the Google Play Store. You got the media. You could create some hotkeys right here. That'll be some shortcuts. So if you're like, hey, I want Netflix, I want Hulu, I want Prime, and I want Disney Plus, you could link all the apps right there to shortcuts. So that's very, very neat there. When it comes to system info, here it is, Model Z10, version 10.0.0. Some good stuff there. So we're going to go into IDA, though, and check it out. If you do come here to settings, this is kind of like your standard Android. This is where you could see all your stuff. So with your device preferences, you can go to about, date and time, language, keyboard, display. There's a lot of stuff here that you could check out and see. You could also do a factory reset if you need to wipe everything out. So pretty nice, pretty good stuff. If you go to Bluetooth, again, you could turn that stuff on. Launch your settings. You could do custom channels. You could do screenshot paths, startup app. Startup app is like if I turn on my box, then I'm like, hey, I want my live streaming service to turn on, or I want Disney Plus to turn on. That's how you can do that. So pretty cool stuff. And then same thing with power. Let's go check software update. I'm kind of nervous to see how big this update is, and it doesn't look like it's done yet. So it looks like, okay, there it goes. It just popped up. So just had to give it a second. So start update. It tells you what this stuff is. So kind of curious. Once you do updates like this, you can't roll it back. So it fixed the decoding issue is what it is. So I'm not going to do the update right now. But what I am going to do is I am going to go and let's look at the specs and see exactly what it is. Now, this is very interesting. I went to go type in my short code, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me. So I'm going to come back here to home, enter the URL or website. So yeah, this is very interesting. If I come here and I want to type in the short code, I wonder, see, it kind of puts that in there. So 11297. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter down here. So this is what I was doing. I was hitting the back button and I went down, and when I hit and it puts this thing in, then it says, hey, error. So that's very, very, very interesting. So I'm going to try something else. I don't know if this is going to work. I know there's an enter button down there. So let's try this. 11297. That's not what I wanted. So let's come here to this little enter guy right there, and it adds the HTTP instantly. So not really sure. I don't know if there's a settings that I need to maybe enable this. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it does that. So the next thing that I have to do is, and I'm showing you guys these steps that way you guys could see, you know, you might experience some stuff like this. So what I would do is I would leave www. And I'm just going to go to Google. So once you go to Google, you type that in, then you could use the scroller, which works pretty good. I'm really bummed out that the shortcuts doesn't work. Why did it go to this? Yeah, so not sure why it's doing this now. Okay, so I guess now I could search. Let me try this. IDA 64 APK. So yeah, that was really weird how this little guy went away. So let me go to IDA 64. And again, this app checks all your specs for the device itself. I really, really do like to use this thing. So you can get it on the Google Play Store. You can get it on the Apple Store. There's tons of places that you can get it. So I'm going to go ahead and IDA 64 for Android. And this looks like it's downloaded. Download the app from the Google Play Store. I don't know if it's going to take me to the Google Play Store. Here we go. So let me click on this. All right. Looks like it's... Here you go. IDA 64 for Android. Get it free. There you go. So just click on that. And I think I just clicked on an ad. Oh, no. It took me to the right spot. Okay, cool. So here we go. So I gotta try to move it right there. Oh, did I get it? And I get an ad. So when you get an ad like that, just hit that back button. And it should take you back here. And then just click it again. That should be the link. So just got to be a little bit patient with some of this stuff. Sometimes it's a little tricky, and maybe I need to uninstall no, I need that plugin browser. So that way, because the shortcode goes to the link. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So curious about that. Now, if you ever get anything like this is just allowing like download third-party apps to be downloaded. So typically Formuler services, like whatever is in here, I just allow it because you're gonna need it anyway. So it's a security thing that the new Android versions have done. So just so you know, that's exactly what it does. So once it's done, just hit done and then hit delete because you don't need extra files roaming around anywhere. Hit that home button on your remote and let's come into IDA 64. Now, the one thing I really do like about this thing, it tells you everything that you need to know about this box. So here it is, the model Formuler Z10 Pro Max. The board is PIM Patricles. PIM Patricles. I think they're trying to spell particles. That's kind of funny. Hardware is Hank. Okay, so 4 gigs of RAM. This thing is advertised as 32 gigs of internal storage, and you're left with 26 gigs of free space. So if you come here to the CPU, this is some really important stuff here. You're using a quad-core ARM Cortex A55 using a 64-bit. My capture card is a 1080p, so you're going to get the 1920 by 1080p right there. If it was a 4K, it would show screen resolution at 4K. So that's what my capture card is pulling in. We're going to find out if it does do 4K. The GPU rendering is the Mali G31. As far as Android, it's running Android 10. The device is not rooted. And then the last thing here is codecs. So you got your, let's see, C2, Android AAC, Omex, Google AMC. So you got, it looks like it's duplicates, but as you can see here, one's going to be decoder, one's going to be encoder. So I've been noticing a lot of the newer devices are doing this now. Decoder, encoder, they do look like duplicates, but they are not. So you got 3GPP, AMR, you got FLAC, ALLA, MLAW, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis. Now this is interesting. Realtek audio. They added some. So you got C2, Omex, Google, and now you got Realtek. This is new. So Realtek audio, MPEG L2 and MPEG L1. So that's cool. I kind of wish I would have seen DTS or some kind of Dolby Audio, Atmos, something. It would be nice to see that, but when you get the raw, whatever's coming in, if that file has it, then it's going to play it. Now, if you come down here to with the video, you got AV01, AVC, 3GPP, HEVC, VP8, VP9. You got all the stuff that you're going to want. H.264, that's really good for your 4K. That's what you need. And you got two different ones. You got a decoder, encoder. Yeah, everything that you're going to want, it's all right here. VP8s, VP9s, MP4s. You got the two different types of HEVC. So again, the only thing I'm missing that I would like to see is the awesome encoders and also anything with Dolby, anything with DTS. That's pretty much like the only thing that I would really like to have. But if you have, let's say, Disney Plus and their file is going to be let's just say it's like Dolby Vision, Dolby Audio, Dolby everything. The RAW is going to be able to pull all that information and you'll be able to hear it. And with the 264, it's going to be able to pull that information and you'll be able to see it. So that's the most important thing, if it's going to be able to at least read it. So good stuff. This device is really nice. This is their newest, latest, and greatest. And again, I've been playing with the remote. It's pretty good. And I'm not using the IR. I'm kind of pointing away from it a little bit. I've been kind of pointing at this thing when the box is over there. So pretty good. Very responsive. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. This guy is actually pretty damn nice. Make sure you guys do go to the Rohas Streaming Tech channel. I will be talking a little bit more in detail about very specific key features that you can do with this guy. So there is some videos that have already been posted last month. And yeah, hope you guys appreciated this one. You guys take care of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.